Meanwhile, make our way over to Woj's corner. And speaking of the Bulls, Woj, they had such a good year in so many ways, but they've just had one injury problem after another. And earlier tonight on SportsCenter, you reported more bad news.
Lonzo Ball, who's been out since mid-January, had that meniscus procedure on his knee. I'm told he's likely going to be shut down for the season now. He tried to ramp up a couple of different times. The most recent time, he's still feeling discomfort in that knee. The Bulls are going to talk with his reps at Clutch Sports here in the next day or two, but the expectation is he has played his last game this season. Now, Zach LaVine's going to be out tonight for the Bulls against the Bucks. Remember, he tweaked that knee before the All-Star break. He's only missed one game before tonight. In between, I'm told to expect him back tomorrow against Boston with this back-to-back. He's going to sit out. And this is a Chicago team that had such a great start to the season, but the injuries and Zach LaVine, he's going to have to continue to play in discomfort this season, deal with his knee in the offseason.
That's such a shame. They will either be the 5 or the 6 going to the playoffs next week. The Nets are going to be in the play-in tournament for sure, and they could see Cleveland there. And the Cavaliers, we are looking for an update on Evan Mobley's status.
Yeah, Evan Mobley, who's been out for 4 games with that sprained ankle. He'll miss their game. He's missing their game tonight against Orlando. There's a possibility he could be back as soon as Friday against Brooklyn. And the one thing that gives Brooklyn problems, size, interior strength. And with Evan Mobley and the expectation, too, that Jared Allen, Cleveland's all-star center, who used to play for the Nets, the expectation is with his fractured finger, he's got a very good chance to be back before the playoffs. But the hope is Evan Mobley may be back as soon as Friday. He's going to test out that ankle and maybe return against the Nets.
All right, so doing the math in your head, Tuesday and Wednesday are the play-in games. We don't yet know who will be playing in which slots. And then, of course, as the season comes to an end, it's that time of year we start looking for the possibility of coaching changes. Where do we have our eyes right now?
Well, starting the Western Conference, 2 teams that underachieved this season, the Lakers, the Sacramento Kings. Now, Frank Vogel, I think very likely the Lakers are headed for a coaching search here. There were times earlier in the season where they thought of making an in-season change, but decided to play out the year with Frank Vogel. It is unlikely he is back next season. And Sacramento, where they fired Luke Walton earlier this season, Alvin Gentry's their interim coach. They're also likely headed for a coaching search. You look in the East, people have speculated about the Knicks and Tom Thibodeau, who was just coach of the year last year. I'm told he is safe in New York. He's got the support of ownership, Leon Rose, the GM, and largely the locker room, the important players in the locker room. And one more thing I'm told, he signed an original 5-year deal to be the coach of the Knicks. The 5th year was a team option, wasn't guaranteed. I'm told that the Knicks picked up that 5th year over the summer after he won coach of the year. So now he's guaranteed for at least 3 more years as Knicks coach.
Okay, fascinating. So we will see.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.